Good evening, and we welcome you back to the rinks here in Hauppauge once again for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League right here on the LI Sports Network. Joined alongside Rowan Lonick on the camera, I'm Brady Campbell. 3-game slate tonight on the North Rink. Developmental game to kick things off. We got 2 freshman game on the way after this. But it's the West Islip Lions and the Kings Park Commack Knights set to do battle in what, at the very least on paper, should be a good one. These two teams are separated by 1 point in the standings as we begin to enter our final stretch here of the developmental regular season. Several games left to be played, but nonetheless, they all count the same. 7-5-1 are the Lions at 15 points. 7-5-0 are the Knights at 14 points. So that one tie for West Islip a few games ago is the difference in the standings. They sit in third. Kings Park Commack in fourth. KPC coming off a 13-4 win against Connecticut Sayville last time out. Nick Pulis leading the way with 3 goals, 2 assists in that one. A solid 5-point performance for the defensemen. The Lions, their last game was 7 days ago, a 7-3 loss versus the East Islip Chiefs. What a team they have been this year, the East Islip Chiefs. It was 2 assists in that one for Landon Baccio, trying to help his team bounce back from that loss here tonight. Looks like both teams might be a little bit short-handed here, so we'll see how the short shifts might play a factor in this game so far. Perhaps some late arrivals, but we'll see here as warm-ups just concluding. We'll take a brief timeout. Should have the national anthem on deck, and when we come back, starting goalies just before the drop of the puck, right here on LISN. National anthem just concluding here. We're back on the LI Sports Network for the puck drop. Starting goalies for KPC, number 31, Jack Antico. He started 11 of the 12 games so far for KPC. He's got a 7-4 record on the season. He will be opposed by number 9, Connor Frey. He started 4. He's appeared in 10, though. He's got a 5-3 record to his name. KPC and the home whites left to right on your screen, opposed by the West Islip Lions in the road blues. Puck down, we're underway. Of course, West Islip, they have a 1-point advantage in the standings on KPC coming into tonight. Both teams sitting in 3rd and 4th place, respectively. KPC taking possession here and slowing things down, or at least attempting to, is Danica Herfel. Pops out to the slot here. A quick turn, shot, score! Oh my, 29 seconds in. The Lions take the 1-0 lead. On the shot from Matthew Dishley. The Lions win the puck battle. Comes to Dishley in the high slot. He's just going to turn one on goal. It may have deflected off a night out high. Either way, it finds its way past Antico and a big opening goal. The Lions in the opening half minute. What a bounce back season they've had. They might have a 2-on-1 here. This is Totans. Takes it wide. Couldn't get a pass through Zarnecki. Hit off the outside of the net. And now KPC back the other way, looking to tie things up. Just a minute into the hockey game. Behind the net it goes. This is Landon Baccio. Banked back towards Zarnecki. Got a stick on it. But so did Totans, and he knocks it back out. So for Matthew Dishley, his 4th goal of the season. Puts West Islip in front. Came just 29 seconds in. Baccio. Numbers again for the Lions. Baccio drags it through on the backhand. Gets a shot away. Hit the outside of the net. Wrapped back out here by the Knights. This is Izzo. Izzo knifes his way through. Giovanni Izzo had his shot ramp off a stick and catch the glass. Now Zarnecki will regroup for KPC. KPC 3-2 in their last 5. Hovering around that 500 mark as of late as a high shot knocked down. Frey went to dive on it. He could not. West Islip, meanwhile, about to go to the power play as we have a tripping call upcoming as Izzo was taken down. That shot was going over the net. Frey knocked it down, made the save. Dove way out of his crease to try and cover. He couldn't quite reach it. And then chaos ensued from there, but his Lions team now headed to the power play already with the 1-0 lead. Starts with a clear for the Knights. A steal by Rocco. Jake Rocco to the circle. Lets one fly. It popped up in the air in the crease, and it's stuffed in. Jake Rocco, the shorty, and we're tied at 1. Popped up there. Rocco, he's just going to jam that through, and a little bit dangerously close to pushing that pad in, but was able to get the puck there and knock it through. And so how about that? We're tied at 1 after the short-handed goal for Rocco and KPC. Rocco's got his 9th of the year. Look how Tommy Paniccia dragged right through. Lost it on the backhand. He had a hat trick the last 2 times, or excuse me, the last time these teams faced each other. This one comes in from the point, and Antico has it. That was a 6-2 win for West Islip. Or excuse me, that was the first game of the year on September the 27th. And then they faced again as a chance right off the draw was stopped by Antico. They faced each other again on November the 12th. That one was an 8-2 win for KPC. So these teams trading victories through the first two meetings. Point shot here, whistles wide, halfway through the power play. Centering pass comes all the way through. Shot blocked by Sklar. Von Thaden moves it around. The look there came for Izzo. Held in by WI. Baccio just pitches it off to the corner here. KPC cycling it around towards the line, and Izzo going to hold it in with 25 left on the penalty. Spins it down to Panicia. Tries one from a tough angle. He hit the far post somehow, some way, and then they score. Landon Baccio from distance on the power play. It's a PPG, and West Islip regains the lead. How about that awkward shot there from Panicia? Catches that far post, banks all the way out to Baccio, who goes high glove. And so West Islip gives up the shorthanded goal. They come back with a power play goal. Shot from Herfel got knocked down. A chance potentially for Pelk. Had it wrestled away by Izzo. Dishley got the scoring started tonight. Has a teammate driving towards the goal in Totans. Good defense there by Herfel. Demundo couldn't get it out. Baccio loads one up, blocked in the high slot, and now here comes Pelk. Overskated a bit. And now he's cut off by Totans. Moved it to Herfel, now Brieg. Forcina gave it away to Totans. And here comes Jake Totans. Curls to the circle, loads one up. Save made by Antico. It comes back to Totans in the far corner. Saucers one towards the slot, knocked down, and Danica Herfel has some room to skate here into the attacking zone 1-on-3. And eventually separated from the puck. Backhand to the line, it hopped her stick. Delayed offside here against KPC. Totans puts it back in. This is Brieg from the red line. He dumps it in. Two-one lead, 9.5 left. West Islip out in front. Here's Totans. Takes it wide. Totans trying to pull away. Defender goes down. Dishley to the goal. Totans has a man in the slot. It's Plasman. Couldn't settle it and get a shot away. And on the back check, KPC making the play. Now a long shot. Blocked down in front. Baccio just his second goal of the year. The difference right now early in this one. As it comes back out, the West Islip Lions have 3 players. As a tough shot here was stopped and handled by Antico. 3 players with double-digit goals coming in, all at 12. Panicia, Totans, and Ventura. All sitting on 12 goals already this season. KPC only one 10-plus goal scorer so far, and that's Owen Neidert, who we haven't seen so far here tonight. He has 13 goals. Flip towards the goal by Luca Montroni, bouncing around. Numbers in deep there for West Islip. Had 3 players right in front of the goal, but the pass missed Panicia. Now he tries one and scores. Thomas Panicia had one from a similar spot, hit off the post that set up a goal. And then he scores from the circle, 3-1 Lions. Snuck that one right into the top corner. And now KPC, still a long ways to go, but they have their work cut out for them here. Biggest lead of the game for the Lions with still 8 minutes to go in the first. Knights trying to change that. Will pop back out to neutral ice. And here's Sklar. Montroni swatted it off to the corner, and then Sklar checked into the boards by Panicia. Pelk on it. Goes up top, Zarnecki. Holds. Back down to Pelk. And then Zarnecki going back towards the goal, but that pass split every player in the white jersey there and comes back out. Zarnecki gave it away. And then the pass intercepted by Pelk. And here comes Pelk over the blue line. Drops it off. DeMundo. Plays it towards the circle, and the shot from Sklarmis. Big rebound, and unable to pull the trigger that time. On the far side was Brendan Brieg. Back the other way with numbers comes the West Islip Lions. Izzo takes it wide. Centering pass in the crease. Zarnecki got a stick on it and then was careful in making sure he didn't put it into his own goal before he cleared it away. Fast-paced start to this one. West Islip trying to make changes. And that allowed for a turnover. And then give it back up here to Baccio. Baccio sees some open ice in front of him. He takes advantage, and his shot was forced off to the corner. Back out high. Rister blocked down by Pelk at the top of the circle. Springs it out towards DeMundo. It got by him. Jake Rocco scored a short-handed goal that tied the game up at 1 a few minutes ago before West Islip got the response. Herfel picking up speed through neutral ice. Danica Herfel lets one fly, blocked, and goes right through the slot. Delayed offside here as Broxmeyer couldn't quite get there in time. Now Jake Totans firing through neutral ice, trying to split through several white jerseys. Gets a shot away and just missed. Cleared up the boards, and then a high arcing backhander will miss the net off the stick of Baccio. Played right back through the slot. Now Liam Plassman out high. Baccio through traffic. Say made the rebound, tucked in. It's the second of the game for Matthew Dishley. He makes it 4-1 West Islip. I want to save this was on the initial chance from Antico through all that traffic, but the rebound right out to Dishley on the backhand. He scored the first one. He's got the latest one, and what a first period here for the Lions. KPC trying to stop the bleeding now. Still a ways to go, but West Islip continuing to open up that lead here in the first. And Totan's right back in. Takes a shot, steered behind the goal. Now KPC looks to emerge with it. Comes out to the point. Heavy slap shot, blocked in front by Zarnecki. Off the try from Baccio. And Zarnecki, the defenseman, trying to split through, takes it to the circle. His shot deflects wide. Gets back on it behind the cage. Looking for Mason Broxmeyer in the near side corner. Taken away, though. Unable to clear it, however, was Garafola. And here's Dishley. Already 2 goals here in the first. Throws it on to Totans. Plassman going towards the goals. Totans on that. Save Antico. Tried to sweep it to the corner. Had some help in doing so. And now Baccio loads up a slapper. That missed. May have been tipped in front. Plassman. Look out, covered in the crease by Antico. Totans a swing and a miss, but it hit his skate and went on goal. And so Antico had to be alert, and he was. .4:19 left here in period number 1, our first of 3 matchups on the North Rink. Got 2 freshman games coming up after this one. Pelk on the cutback. Couple nice moves there from Alex Pelk. Gives himself a little bit more room to operate and then fires one high into the glove of Frey. One of his first tests in a little while here. And he passes it. 3:56 left. Face off. We'll go to that far circle. Tie up and a great stick lift there by Panicia. He just wins it back behind the net. But Pelk not making it easy on him. Panicia does emerge though. He's got one already tonight. Had what may have been an assist as he hit the post on the shot. It banked all the way out to the point where Baccio was able to bury it. His centering pass though intercepted. And they did give him a helper on that goal. Pelk on the forecheck. Steals it away, cuts back, nice move. Has a little bit of room trying to stuff it. Couldn't get it through that path of Frey. Hugging his post. And now back out comes Von Thaden. And West Islip. Andrew Von Thaden. Shot met by Danica Herfel. And here is Forcina. 3-on-1 developing possibly here for KPC. Forcina shoots, swallowed up by Frey. He's got it. 2:46 to go. KPC starting to generate some odd-man rushes up the ice here. Still being forced to the outside for their shot selection. And trailing by 3. Able to hold it in off the draw with Sklar, but then his pass came back out. And Zarnecki has his teammates touch up as he dumps it back in. It wraps around the boards. This is Dishley. Dishley, a little bit of a dangerous pass, but he finds Totans in his own slot area. Totans a nice move, but the puck wouldn't settle, and Broxmeyer swept it away. And a shoulder by Sklar there. Put into one of the lines. Popping back up, that's Montroni. And a pass, bouncing just out of his reach. Zarnecki. Totan's going to reach it. Broxmeyer pokes it ahead. Steal by Sklar. Sets up Rocco. A good stick by Garofalo at the line. Sklar will regroup. Takes it on the near side. Throws one on goal, and he scores! From the half wall, Zachary Sklar cuts the deficit in half for KPC. West Islip doing a good job of forcing shots to the outside. This one, a seeing eye shot, though. Almost a bit of a change up there. Fooled Frey on the blocker side, and the big goal for KPC here with 100 seconds left in period 1. Here's Totans. Back in. Jake Totans trying to knife his way through. Still looking for the puck. Pops out. Baccio to the low slot. His shot hit a stick and went wide. Here's Rocco. Puts it in. And now West Islip looking to come right back out within. They will. And with speed right around Herfel. A chance and they score! And West Islip comes right back. And it's the second of the game for Landon. Baccio makes it a 5-2 lead for the Lions. High shot may have handcuffed Antico a little bit there. And a big goal for West Islip, restoring that 3-goal lead. Final minute of period number 1. 7 total goals on the board here in the opening frame. Herfel looking to add another perhaps. Drops it off. But Baccio able to beat Cullinan to the puck, or rather that was DeMundo, and now here's Panicia. He's got one, trying to get it around Forcina. Picks it up on the other side. Centering pass, comes out towards the line. Shot on, hit a body and missed. Final 30 seconds. Brieg will just bank it out. Flipped ahead, Panicia. Right as Van Thaden touched up. It was given away. Forcina got it out. Pelk with West Islip touching up. Final seconds here, tick away in period number 1. Forcina, does he have one last shot? 3 seconds to go. Lets one fly. Look out, a bit of a change up there. Frey snagged it though with the glove. And that'll end period number 1. So that shot from out high hit a West Islip defender. Good reaction there by Frey. And his team leads 5-2 after period 1. We'll be back for the second in a moment on LISN. Back for period 2 on the LI Sports Network. I'm Brady Campbell with Rowan Lonick on the camera. And it was a barn burner of a first. 7 total goals. But it's the West Islip Lions leading the KPC Knights 5-2. After a strong opening frame led by 2 goals from Matthew Dishley. Bless you. Rowan sneezing on the camera there. Here's Sklar. With his teammates touching up, takes it wide. He scored the second of the 2 KPC goals, and here he comes into the circle, but he lost the puck. Zarnecki holds it in. And Mason Zarnecki back in. These 2 teams, if you're just joining us, separated by 1 point in the standings. KPC with 14 and West Islip with 15. Still a bit of a season to play. Several games left for both teams, but obviously a big game nonetheless. Lions came to play in period number 1. The first of the 2 KPC goals came shorthanded from this guy right here, Jake Rocco. To the circle, he's cut off. He went to let one go, could not back on it. Flips one behind the net. It's taken there by Izzo. Just wraps it around to a vacant left point. And now it's Zarnecki. Fanned on the pass. Was able to recover as Totans didn't notice. Here's Sklar. Sklar with speed. Right through, and a good stick by Izzo forces him off to the corner. Tried to center it, but the puck would not settle down for him. And it's forced back out here by the Lions. Lions team that's just 4 points behind Northport Huntington for second. So a win tonight for them would not only separate themselves just a little bit more from KPC, it would put them right near the top of the standings. They're 2-2-1 in their last 5. And that one being part of the reason why they have that 1 point separation on KPC, as their records nearly identical. Here's Herfel back in, backhands one towards the goal, intercepted, cleared towards the line. Panicia, did he get it out? He took down Pelk. We play on. DeMundo, he lost it to Totan, swept back in. Only one penalty in the game so far, and featured both the shorthanded goal and the power play goal as a shot missed there from Baccio. He's got 2 goals himself. Thomas Panicia, the other one. And here's Forcina. Centering pass, sends up on goal, and was stopped by Antico. Forced out by KPC. And this is Patrick Mercarella. Bouncing puck. Herfel didn't get much on the backhand pass. And Panicia. Shot slowed up there by Herfel. Now Forcina. Fanned on his clearing attempt. Pelkin to help. Chopped away from him though. Bouncing puck. Von Thaden couldn't reach it. KPC having a tough time clearing here though. And now a chance for Brieg, but he got separated from the puck by Von Thaden. Herfel almost lost the handle right in front of the crease there. Regroups to the line. A shot sticked away and into the netting by Jack Antico. I mentioned Owen Nider, not here today, it appears, for KPC. He had 2 goals, 1 assist in that 8-2 win for KPC. The last time these two teams met, Mason Broxmeyer had one of the 2 goals in the West Islip win. Broxmeyer had one of the 2 goals for KPC, that is. In that 8-2 loss last time, Ventura had a goal. Freyhead was in the net for that one as well. Rocco. Shrieking into the circle. Great stick there by Baccio. He's had a good first 15 minutes or so of this hockey game with the 2 goals and doing it on the defensive end as well. Centering pass on the backhand. It's in. It snuck through off the stick of Mercarella. Don't know if anyone touched it after that, but it makes it a 6-2 lead for West Islip. Antico got a piece, trickling just over the line. Mercarella with his 2nd goal of the season. It's the biggest lead of the game for West Islip. And look out, here's Plasman trying to take it the distance. Sklar cut him off, and then Plasman centered it right through the crease. Shot on, blockered away. 10 minutes left here in period 2. Just 1 goal on the board here in the frame coming for West Islip. Here's Totans. Spinning in the slot, gets to the forehand. His shot was blocked by Zarnecki. And he will clear. Now it's Izzo. Giovanni Izzo on the cutback. Curls in over the line. Totans with him. They almost bumped into each other there. Now Zarnecki will take it back to his own corner. Banks it out towards Broxmeyer. Got by him. Izzo sweeps it right through the point. And KPC able to clear. That pass connected. Could have had an on-man rush, but Totans back in. Shot on, blocker save, rebound. Dishley had the hat trick on his stick, but then his stick was checked. KPC couldn't clear. Had a 2-on-1 going if they did, but Montroni knocked it down. His shot blocked by Zarnecki. Totans back towards the front. Dishley in tight was stopped. Rebound try. Antico got over the say no. West Islip really turning it on here in the 2nd. Plasman's going to get the secondary opportunity on the rebound backhand try, and Jack Antico going to have to be good pretty much the rest of the way here as his team trying to come back. 8:54 left in the 2nd. Ozone draw win for the Lions. But Van Theden gave it up. And Pelk will play the head to James DeMundo. DeMundo over the blue line, trying to take it towards the slot. Baccio a good stick. And here he is, plays it ahead to Panicia. Chops it into skates of Forcina, trying to drag it through him. Helped out by Van Theden, who will go collect in the corner. He'll take it behind the net. Spins a backhander towards the front. Pelk with the takeaway. Backhands it around towards Brieg. Brieg with some room here to skate it out. Feeds it on to DeMundo. James DeMundo. Throw one on goal. Sticked aside by Frey. And here's Van Theden. Trying to streak on Panicia there, but his pass came from shy of the red line and was not deflected. It's an icing. .754 left here in the middle frame. And the Lions cleared around the boards all the way around. Forcina will get to it. Herfel. Here's Rocco. Rocco to the half wall. Takes it behind. Separated from the puck, and it comes around towards Mercarella. Scored the latest goal as we hit the halfway point of regulation time. It's been a fairly dominant performance here from the Lions so far. Haven't completely tilted the ice, but certainly here in the second, they've had KPC on their heels a bit to build their lead up to 4. Garofalo past Van Theden. And now it's held in. Look out, heavy slapper for Forcina. Hit that one up high. Stays on his feet, shakes it off. He's a hockey player. And here's Rocco. Rocco trying to force one through a screen there. It was blocked off by Baccio. Forcina got a stick on it, but look out, Totans. One-on-one trying to get past Herfel. He can never settle the puck. As Panicia going to the goal, tried to center it, catches the apron, feeds it through again, and KPC recovering defensively. Centering pass again, intercepted by Pelk, and here comes Alexander Pelk. Over the attacking line, Pelk to the slot, lets one go, blocker save. And the Lions will clear it back out. Here's Zarnecki. Zarnecki navigating his way through the attacking zone out high and just banks it down towards DeMundo. Swiping at it, throws it towards the goal. It was deflected right through the top of the crease. Here's Plasman. Tried to center it towards Dishley. Couldn't get it through. Dishley centering feed, knocked away, and now Pelk up with it. Slow developing pass there, intercepted by Montroni. And Montroni moving in, takes it to the circle, lets one fly, and the big blocker save from Antico. Stumbling down was Pelk, centering pass, pops out towards the slot. Now taken back by KPC. Full head of steam here for Zachary Sklar. Sklar shoots it on, and this time from the same spot that he shot it back in the first period, it's stopped and covered by Frey. Just over 5 minutes left here in period 2. Brieg, centering pass, intercepted. 2-on-1. Here's Izzo. Izzo. Dishley going towards the goal, centering pass. Dishley, what pad save! Antico a big save, doing all he can to keep his team in it. Denying Dishley of the hat trick right there. Another try and a stopped. There's one on again, kicked away. Takeaway Zarnecki couldn't clear. Plasman stepped up on him. And Plasman holds it in again. Pelk blew a tire. Dishley towards the goal, knocked away and just past Totans. Here's DeMundo. DeMundo brings it in for KPC. Centers one all the way across. Brieg flips one towards the goal. Stopped and held by Frey. With just 4:10 left here in period 2. Already halfway through the month of January, which means our varsity playoffs begin early on next month, and then some of the rest of these divisions here, including developmental, will go towards the end of February before their playoffs begin. Guess what I'm trying to say is it is crunch time here in the 25-26 regular season. Here's Forcina. Goes around the boards. Garofalo stepped up. It got by him. And Rocco trying to pull away for a 2-on-1. Broxmeyer joining him. Rocco. Broxmeyer on goal. Left pad save. Rocco fanned on the rebound try and put it back under Frey. One of the best looks here, the second for KPC. Rocco just had to lift that one, kind of got it off the heel of his stick. Didn't quite get enough on it. So West Islip gets away with that sequence, and they ramp it off the glass and out. No icing here. Herfel back on it. Herfel picking up steam around the net. Splits 3 forecheckers. And Danica Herfel back in. Herfel to the circle. Eventually lost the handle a bit. Throws it towards a teammate, though, in Cullinan. And it was knocked away from him. Here's Panicia. Got around Forcina on the cutback. On goal, stick save, big rebound, and great defense that time by Cullinan on Von Theden. Panicia wide open in front. They couldn't get it through to him. Now we'll come to him at the half wall. A chance here, Von Theden spinning on the backhand. Couldn't get a shot away. Garofalo. Wrist shot, left pad save, and the rebound put home. And it's the second of the game for Panicia, makes it 7-2 Lions. And their biggest lead grows to 5 now. And shot from Garofalo, the left pad save by Antico, but the rebound pops right out to number 10, and it's the last thing you want to see as a goalie. Pelk was ready to take the face-off, and now he's got to go to the penalty box here. Won't get the call. Could be an equipment violation of some sort, which KPC is sending out a 5th, and it looks like we might stay 5 aside. So it is equipment violation. That's a 10-minute misconduct, but it will not be a power play. But Pelk will be done for majority of the rest of this hockey game here. Pops out towards the side of the net. Totans trying to find it. Throws a backhander in front, and it's a hat trick for Matthew Dishley. What a day for number 77 in blue. 8-2 Lions as they pour it on here in the second. What a heads-up play here by Totans to throw the backhander towards the goal. Defense abandons Dishley all alone, and he jams it past Antico. He's got goals 4, 5, and 6 on the season for him today. And boy, he stepped up in the big way for the Lions over these last few games. Picking up his play at the perfect time. KPC trying to get a response. Rocco drops it off. DeMundo on goal. Frey with the save and the cover. .97 seconds remain in the period. Period dominated by West Islip. Zarnecki trying to get one back. His shot blocked by Dishley. Getting it done at the full 200 feet. Cleared out. Zarnecki reaching for it. Throws it in, and here's Izzo. Banks it out towards Totan's. Couldn't reach it. He does battle with Zarnecki, and Totan's moving in. Cuts back. Back to the circle. His try blocked by Sklar as we reach the final 60 seconds of the middle period. Herfel checked hard into the boards. Penalty upcoming against West Islip. She pops up. Didn't appreciate that. Neither did her teammate Zachary Sklar going after Dishley. We'll see. It looks like there might be more than just the one penalty. Sklar is headed to the locker room. Dishley going to the box. Looks like Herfel gets off clean here after drawing the penalty. Discussion here, and well, maybe in something like the NHL, it's especially after, say, like a fight, you would think, oh, Sklar might just be going to the locker room early, but they don't go in the locker rooms here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League for intermissions, so it's definitely going to be more for Sklar standing up for his teammate. 48.3 left in period 2, and KPC's coaching staff pleading their case to the refs. So it reads high sticking major against Zachary Sklar. I didn't get a great look at it, but I saw both he and Herfel going after Dishley after the hit on Herfel, and well, I guess Sklar got his stick up high. So 5-minute major end game misconduct. Now they really have 2 minutes up on the board for Dishley as well. And Cullinan looks like he'll be joining Pelk in the penalty box. Pelk had the equipment violation that gave him a 10-minute misconduct. A lot to be sorted out. Now they throw the 5 minutes up there for Sklar. And it looks like it will be a 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes. And then about a 3-minute power play for West Islip. A lot of that, though, will transpire in the third period here in the final minute of the second. Zarnecki stumbles to the ice, gets it out, gives it away, though, to Plasman, throws it across towards Totans. Half a minute left in the period. West Islip touches up. Zarnecki behind his own goal, dealing with Totans, who had a stick there for a brief moment, and it's cleared out. Final 10 of the period. Izzo circles back. Left it behind at the line. West Islip will not get a shot away. Instead, they will take a 6-goal lead into period number 3. It'll be a minute 12 of 4-on-4 hockey and then a 3-minute power play for West Islip. Looking to close this one out. Final 15 on the way next here on LISN. Just 15 minutes left here in our opener on the LI Sports Network. I'm Brady Campbell, joined alongside Rowan Lonick on the camera. 8-2 lead for West Islip to begin the final frame. And we will have 4-on-4 here for the minute 12, and then about 3 minutes of power play time for West Islip after that sequence in the final minute. Led to an ejection, a couple penalties on each side. Landon Baccio, he's got 2 and he just missed. He's got 2. Matthew Dishley got his hat trick goal back in the second. Here's Jake Rocco. As West Islip trying to pull in front of KPC by 3 points in the standings. There was just 1 coming into tonight. Trying to get just 2 points back of Northport Huntington for second place. As we begin to enter our final home stretch of the regular season. Herfel playing forward here, wins the faceoff back to Zarnecki, lets one fly, save Frey, and the rebound cleared away. Now it's Panicia. Panicia trying to step through and does. Thomas Panicia towards the front. It is underneath the goalie Antico. As we take another look, did he lose the handle? Was he trying to do that? Yeah, it looks like he went for that kind of Kucherov move as he was running out of room. Got it into the 5-hole, not quite through it though. Antico just doing all he can to try and keep his team within 6. We'll see if they can try and mount some big comeback here as Antico got a piece of that shot. But his team about to go shorthanded here. Dishley out of the box, 3 minutes of power play time. That's a shot on, Antico got a piece of that and steered it away. Another centering pass didn't make it through. West Islip on the man advantage here at the very least. Chance to kill off a couple more minutes here with this big lead. That puck will stay in the zone. A chance for Garofalo to walk into the circle. Let one go, blocked in front. Flip back towards the front and glove down by Rocco. Has a shorthanded goal tonight and has made a lot happen for KPC. Lets one fly. It was blocked. That shorthanded goal tied the game up at 1 all the way back in the first. And then West Islip scored late on that power play to take the lead. They really haven't looked back since. Baccio going to take it wide. He's in alone. Baccio forehand tried to stuff it. And Antico made the save. It pops back into the crease. He can't cover it. Dives out. Pokes it away. Garofalo shot blocked. And then pulling it wide was Mercarella. Popped out to the other side. Chaos in front of the crease. And eventually it goes off to the corner. Panicia throws it all the way across. Von Dayton was stopped. Plenty of looks here for West Islip on their opportunity to pretty much put the game away. Garofalo stepped on the puck and went down, and then Panicia flipped one wide. Thrown towards the front, intercepted by Nicholas Forcina. Forcina taking it for a ride, killing some time here on the power play for West Islip. Of course, the flip side of that is the clock is most certainly not on their side. There's a high shot, getting a piece of it was Antico. A minute left here on this West Islip power play. Shot on, missed wide from Totans. Now Plasman. Plasman towards the front, intercepted by Zarnecki. And he'll backhand one back out. 3.5 minutes gone here in the third. Score has not changed since the middle frame. Herfel clears. Saucer towards Plasman. KPC has not found the back of the net since the first. Plasman looking for a path in. Just 10 left on the penalty. Taken away by Zarnecki. He'll clear at the length of the ice. That'll do it for the, I guess, abbreviated West Islip power play. That was a 5-minute penalty turned into a 3-minute power play. Unable to score. Don't necessarily have to, at this current moment at least. And back in comes Montroni. Montroni couldn't step through. And now it's Herfel. Herfel takes it wide. Forcina joining the rush. Herfel flips one towards the goal. Blocker save Frey. Now it's Forcina trying to slip through towards the slot. Could not. And knocked back out to center. Ten minutes remaining. Zarnecki put it back in, and here's Montroni. Montroni gets around Broxmeyer. Montroni takes it wide, down to the circle. His shot, I believe, caught the stick of Antico and then caught the glass as well. This is Zarnecki dealing with Totans. And then Totans wrestled it away from him. His shot stopped. Cleared towards the slot. Van Thaden missed. Totans back on. He hit the outside of the net. To the line, Montroni plays it right back in. And now it's Zarnecki. Flips it out high. Montroni keeps it one more time. Plays it back down. Totans trying to get in the way of it. Zarnecki in to help. And Zarnecki finding a way through. Mason Zarnecki down to the circle. Cuts back. Just flips it on goal. Save Frey. Rebound pops out to the other side. Centered again. Intercepted by Totans. Totans trying to slip through Rocco. Could not. DeMundo tied up by Van Thaden. And then Plasman ran right into Totans. Both players stayed on their feet, and now Totans find the puck, and he's into the circle, trying to get to the backhand. He was closed off by Cullinan. Centered one, got all the way through. And now play down the boards. Here's Zarnecki. Up the wall, DeMundo couldn't reach it. Back out to the line. Intercepted by DeMundo. Chips it around Plasman, but Izzo on the back check. We'll get to it. And Izzo steps through Broxmeyer. High flip, looking for Panicia. Bounced right over his stick. And Panicia takes it in. Curls back. Throws one off the outside of the net. Wrap back around towards Panicia. Taken away by Herfel. Tried to bank it ahead to Cullinan off the bench. Was intercepted. Panicia gets wrapped up, and now Herfel trying to force it out, dealing with the checks of Panicia, who took the puck away. Curls to the circle, lets one fly. Save made by Antico. Banked back out to Baccio. Backhander right through the slot. Wouldn't go. Garofalo holds it in. Stumbling down. Just tries to force it towards the front. Blocked there by Brieg. This is Herfel. Trying to push a 2-on-1. Throws it across to Forcina. Forcina lets one fly. Scooped off the ice by Frey. A little bit past the halfway point of the period. 6:51. All that's remaining. And looks like Dishley still in the box for West Islip. As Pelk drags his way to the slot. Saved by Frey. No rebound. And so Dishley, his penalty was boarding 10-minute misconduct back towards the end of that period. Plasman served it. Sklar got the high-sticking major that Pelk served for him when his misconduct wore off around the same time, and then Sklar got the game misconduct as well. Zarnecki up the boards for himself. Numbers here for the Knights if they push it. Zarnecki takes it wide on the cutback. Has a couple players open, trying to do it himself here, and a nice move to create a shot opportunity, but he missed wide. And now it's Pelk with 6 minutes remaining. Throws it around towards Forcina. Here is Forcina. 3-on-2 with Broxmeyer and DeMundo. Forcina takes the shot. It was blocked by Garofalo. Up the wall, it comes out. It gets by Van Thaden. DeMundo on it. Pokes it towards Pelk. Pelk drags through. Pelk cuts back to the forehand, and his shot wouldn't go. Pelk trying to step through several Lions and could not. Chipped out. Paniccia right back in. Paniccia has a couple teammates going to the goal. Couldn't get it through to either of them. Being Von Thaden. And Mercarella. Zarnecki back in. Has a couple teammates going to the goal. Both teams making changes. Zarnecki drags it towards the front. Couldn't handle it, but DeMundo right there to tuck it home. And KPC gets one back with just under 5 minutes to go. Zarnecki, he has DeMundo right there. He's going to try to take it himself. Dragged it towards the front, lost the handle, but it works out for KPC as it ends up right on the tape of James DeMundo. And now a penalty upcoming against KPC as Forcina took down Totans. So DeMundo's got his first goal of the year. Trying to string together a miracle comeback, but that Forcina penalty immediately will kind of wipe that off the board with just 4:41 left. Starts with a shorthanded faceoff win for KPC. Plasman hustling after it, couldn't reach it. And now it comes back towards the line. Montroni steps up, weaves his way towards the slot. He shot it high. Hit the ledge and bounced back off towards the corner. Brieg with a chance to clear, and he'll bank it out. Nice cut there. Trying to shake himself free was number 29, Izzo. His pass didn't quite get through. Under 4 minutes to play. Rocco Cullinan up the boards. Montroni on it. Montroni throws it across towards Izzo. Takes a wrister that misses. And the rebound pops out to the other side. Von Theden couldn't get it to go, but Totans does. A PPG for West Islip makes it 9-3. And Totans, he's able to reach it there in the crease and sweep it past Antico. That's all she wrote in this one, with just 57 seconds left. Here's Plasman. Plasman towards the goal. He scores! Liam Plasman from distance. West Islip hits double digits. Totans going to the goal right off the face-off here. Plasman's got his 4th goal of the season as he puts that one right inside the post. And here comes Totans. Looking to tack on. Could not. Shot on again. This time a blocker save. Flip back towards the front. Pops around the slot. Cleared away. Plasman, another opportunity. And that caught the bar, I believe. Zarnecki will skate it out. Mason Zarnecki, he's been hunting for a goal tonight. Gets the red line and puts it in. Under 3 minutes remaining. Pops out towards the slot, or it's swept away. And a couple Lions breaking. Couldn't get to it. It's cleared back out. Flipped ahead towards Pelk. Pelk got a stick on it. Intercepted by Izzo. Totans pokes it back towards Izzo. Izzo cuts towards the slot. His stick was met by Zarnecki's as he went to shoot. This is Totans. Passing it down low. Backhanded towards the net. And Tico will look to cover it. And it was taken out of the pile there by Forcina. And he took a penalty a few minutes ago. He draws one here. With exactly 2 minutes left. They were running the clock here. They did stop it, looks like, as we hit the 2-minute mark. And so KPC will get a late power play and a chance to tack on one more. Herfel wins it, but pass back to Zarnecki, missed him. Here's Forcina. Steps in. Backhands one just wide of the goal, and it's played away by Fred. Dishley moves it around the net. Comes towards Zarnecki. Zarnecki there to hold it in. Trying to step around Totans. Eventually does. Zarnecki to the circle. Just got the shot away and missed. Racing after it. Zarnecki has a teammate in front. His pass, though, defended. Hits the outside of the net. And skated back out here, and Baccio trying to pull away as Totans going to the goal. Baccio feeds it. Totans scores. Jake Totans, his 2nd of the game, tacks on a shorthanded tally. And with just over a minute to go when the goal was scored, we hit 1 minute left as they'll run the clock the rest of the way. The Lions with the 8-goal lead here. Totans back in with 30 left. Belk looking to clear. Totans the steal. Dishley going to the goal. They feed it through. He chops one towards the net just wide. That would have been his 4th. Here's Pelk. Last rush here on the power play as well for KPC. They couldn't get it done. Baccio nearly wrestled it away from Pelk. Pelk back to his own end with just 5 left. Sends it ahead, deflected in, and that'll do it. The West Islip Lions. Dominant performance here tonight as they take this one by a final score of 11-3. Kings Park Commack tied it at 1-1 early on, but power play goal to give them the lead, and West Islip has not looked back since, as they improved to now 3 points ahead of KPC. They improved to 8-5-1, get points 16 and 17, move to just 2 behind Northport Huntington for second place. KPC drops to 7-6-0. They'll stay in fourth for now. And their next game against Northport Huntington on the 26th at 6:40, where they'll look to bounce back. West Islip plays on the 21st, 6 p.m. puck drop against Sachem, as we have hit crunch time here in the regular season. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back momentarily with freshman action. For Rowan Lonick on the camera, for everyone here at LISN, I'm Brady Campbell signing off. The final score, the West Islip Lions 11 and the Kings Park Commack Knights 3. You've been tuned in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League right here on the LI Sports Network.